Jackson and I are doing good now, thank God. Thanks to you guys. And we just live life. We just go to the park. I'm not working right now because I'm still recovering. But we're just go to the dog park, go to the dog beach, OB Dog Beach a lot. Just have fun. Jax, lay down, papas. Lay down, buddy. Good boy. Hey, baby, hold on. But yeah, we just hang out, trying to recover. Jax has made a pretty good recovery. On February 17th, 2018, I was racing motorcycles as a hobby. I got out the Marine Corps in October of 2015, and I needed something to keep my adrenaline going. Excuse me. Saturday morning, I woke up at 3:30 a.m. My truck was packed, my motorcycle was in the back, and Jackson and I wake up, and we go into the truck, and we head on to the racetrack, Willow Spring, California, in Lancaster. We're on our way up there.
We received a dispatch call of a wrong-way collision where the wrong-way driver on the freeway went head-on with another vehicle. That vehicle being the truck that Jackson and Luis were in. When we arrived on scene, we found out that the driver of the vehicle that was going wrong way had died on scene, and that Luis was in the truck and had suffered major injuries. We didn't know that there was a dog in the car until we got on scene, and the firefighters told us that when they were getting Luis out of the car, they found Jax, and at that time he appeared to be in pretty good spirits. And while we were waiting for animal control, I noticed that he instantly started to urinate, and all that was coming out was basically pure blood. And so at that point I kind of had an idea that he was pretty messed up.
It was very lucky, actually, that the CHP officer noticed him urinating blood at the scene. We assessed him with his history of trauma, worried about internal bleeding. So we did a bedside ultrasound to look for sources of bleeding in his chest and his belly, which we did find some free fluid in his belly. So we did some point of care blood work, got some vital statistics. He was pretty quiet at the time and obviously a little scared because he had just been separated from his owner. So he was pretty quiet at first, and we definitely assessed him as being in pretty severe shock.
I was in the Marine Corps, did 8 years in the Marine Corps. My ex-wife and I, when we separated, I'm sorry, this is kind of hard, but when we separated, I didn't really have anybody. She split and took my daughter up to Sacramento. So at that point, I knew it was I needed someone. I was kind of depressed a lot, and I needed someone to be there for me. So a bunch of my friends in the VA recommended to get a dog. So that's where Jax comes in. I got Jax. He's 4 years old now. He isn't even a dog to me. He has a service dog certifications and all that stuff, but he's not a dog to me. He's more like a best friend, and he's honestly my child. You can look around my neck. I have 2 pendants, my daughter and Jax. And that's what means the most to me.
The first day with him being in shock, meaning he had a low blood volume, not enough fluid circulating around his body, we did have to fairly aggressively resuscitate him with fluids and with blood products, and he received several blood transfusions throughout his stay. Our concern was that something had ruptured internally, and it took a few days for that to declare itself, so eventually he did need surgery for his ruptured spleen that we discovered on ultrasound a few days later. So he went through an abdominal surgery, had his spleen removed. He did great, and he went on to recover really well.
Jax, come here, buddy. Up. Jax, up. Come here, buddy. Good boy. Lay down. Thank God he didn't get any broken bones and he made it. As me, it was a different story. My right foot was severed, my left foot broke by the ankle, my pelvis was in 4 pieces. I destroyed 3 vertebrae in my spine. My lung collapsed 3 times. I punctured my aorta, and my brain was swelling and it was bleeding. I don't remember much. I had a hematoma, and they said that I'll probably never get that memory for the rest of my life.
Luis and Jax are very lucky. I've seen a lot of scenes that have been not nearly as bad turn out a lot worse. And to see both Luis and Jax doing well, it's good.
With the extent of injuries that Luis and Jax both had, it speaks to their spirit, really, that they recovered. You know, we can give all the medical care in the world, we can give all the blood products in the world and do all the surgeries, but what it really comes down to is the spirit of that person, that animal, and their strength really is what I think was a big part of bringing them through. I think that extra, you know, bond that Luis has with Jax is just indescribable, and I'm so glad that they're both doing well, and it was my honor and pleasure to be able to care for Jax, and knowing that he's doing well is just amazing, beyond amazing.
After FACE found out about Jax's case, we knew we wanted to get involved. He still needed a lot of ongoing medical care and a surgery to help save his life. With the amount of care he needed coupled with what Luis still needed, we knew it was going to be a hard hit financially on them, so we reached out to our supporters, and within days, nearly 100 people reached out to help support Jax's life-saving care. We're just so grateful to our network of supporters and veterinary partners like Veterinary Specialty Hospital, who make saving pets and helping families possible.
I was overwhelmed. It's like, yes, you see the bad in people when something like this happens, but then you see the good in people, like the FACE organization, just coming together and donating, and I can't thank you guys enough, honestly. Legitimately, my family thanks you. And if there's anybody even thinking about donating, you can change your life, honestly. Like, you guys have done above and beyond. Thanks for giving Jax a second chance at life.